Hi, welcome back to Aquatic Australia vlog series.
Our vlogs aim to use only film from the dive day to tell an unscripted story that emerges naturally from the day. This adds a challenge to the human editing, and it's not just a montage of the best videos. Today we're diving from Blue Destiny and we're out at the west end of Rottnest. My buddy today is Kyler. As we descend, we see the visibility is looking good, about 15 meters of vis. I love this site. I can never get out here as much as I'd like, but I've dived it a lot of times. I get my bearings and head off to where I think the cave is. My local knowledge starts to pay off as I spot rock formations I recognise and know I'm close to the west entrance. As I get to the west cave entrance, bingo! I see that today it's stuffed with sharks, so I stop and wait outside and let the sharks come to me to avoid scaring them. It's hard to say exactly, but I counted at least 8 grey nurse sharks. I found the sharks don't seem to bother about the strobe flash. Typically on land, many animals treat it just like lightning, and it's the same in the water. Often, if we sit in the entrance or up the hill in the middle of the cave and stay out of the pit, the sharks will move away a little, but then come back and gradually accept us. Here you can see some large females come by and check us out. Now we're sitting still and calm. What they appear not to like is when divers swim straight at them with focused lights. They don't seem too worried by diffuse video lights for a short time, but too much and they move back a bit. 2 large females line up and come past slowly to check us out. You can tell they're relaxed because their tail strokes are slow and their pectoral fins are horizontal. Most sharks will give you a warning to back off by their body language, head down, pectoral fins down vertically, and their back arched or mouth gaping, or combinations which can mean back off, as you can see in the photo from another dive. But this female shark is a lady, and she glides past us, eyeing us curiously, wondering what type of funny looking shark we might be. She also seems to have a bulbous belly, which makes me wonder if she might be expecting. 5 sharks glide about the middle of the cave and seem to be unfazed by us. High in the cave, there's a huge cloud of bullseye cavefish. Now 2 more divers arrived, but they move into the cave. Some of the sharks move to the deep part of the cave, in the trench, and some start to leave the cave by the east side and back the way we came by the west side, but we stay still, hoping they might come back to us. Kyler is excited to see her first big sharks. You can see the sharks congregating in the deep pit, and if people had stopped here they probably might have stayed, but it's hard not to get excited and carried away a little bit and move towards them. They are very beautiful creatures. Staying still, we do get more sharks come past us as they move out of the cave. Some pass quite close to us. This shark has a piece of old fishing line on its left side. And Unfortunately, the waters have been quite stirred up by the swell, and there's a lot of annoying bits of seaweed which upsets the camera's focus in some of the still photos. You can see the diver is in the way of the shark as it exits, and his pectorals are more down as he turns around. It's not so much stressed, but a bit miffed. Some sharks do retreat to the bottom and hang around in their refuge, but as the people push through into the refuge, we do see more of them move out the other side. Now the remaining sharks are more on the other side of the cave, so we move to the middle and sit around the middle of the slope. Here I find iron blocking his path, and you can see his pectorals go down a little bit, not too far, but it goes down a bit to say that, oh, you're in my way, as it turns around. All the sharks have gone now out the other side. I stop and film the bullseyes for a bit. Then I signal to my buddy to move back out the way we came towards the anchor line. On the way we spot a white barred boxfish, a pretty orange coloured fish that looks like a pumpkin or a basketball. Getting to the line, I find we still have some air left, and I push over to the east a little, where I have seen some other caves where the sharks hide. Kyla is happy, you can tell. While looking for the small cave, out of the side of my eye, I see a shape. I thought it was Kyla just behind me. I turn around to signal to her. And realised with a start it wasn't Kyla, but a curious grey nurse shark who was hovering behind me, thinking I might be looking for lobster. We head back to the line and start making our way up towards the surface. A fun and successful dive, and Kyla got to see her first sharks at Shark Cave. It's been good. Our second dive is at a site called Kelly's Caves or Kitson Caves. Not one of my favourites, as I've not really found much in the way of caves there before. But the site does have some swim-throughs and lots of reefs with pools of sand in between. It's also good for crays. I spot a very pretty western blue devilfish, looking very blue today. We find a small swim-through arch with a large patch of lettuce coral on top. While not my favourite site, it does have two advantages that I've noticed. The first is that the viz is usually pretty good here, and secondly there are often large schools of fish. Large sand patches also make it a great training site for courses, and sometimes you can see a few interesting rays here, eagle rays and stingrays. A huge school of fusiliers passes by. I love big schools of fish and the way they move like a flock of birds. On the bottom we spot a large bull stingray passing by. We get back to the boat and finish our safety stop and ascend. The end of another fun day's diving at Rottnest. Thanks for watching Aquatic Australia vlog series, and stick around to watch the still photos from the dive. Thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.